Well, I don't mind when the people who handle food wear those gloves.
Right.
But it's the surgical masks that make me nervous.
Oh, because this is a medical-themed restaurant.
Oh.
That's why.
Yeah. I guess I'll have the yogurt then. And it's also because of the enormous popularity of shows like ER, these medical shows, that the people think that people want to have lunch at an ICU. ICU?
So you don't have to be sick to eat hospital food anymore.
It's great. It's the best of both worlds.
I'll tuck you in. Oh, man.
Hey, I got some exciting news. Guess who called today?
Who?
Carlton Campbell.
Oh, my God.
That's right.
You're kidding.
Nope.
Carlton Campbell.
Mm-hmm.
The rich industrialist.
Nope. Carlton Campbell's a colleague of mine. It's hard to say.
Carlton Campbell.
And he has a show called Campbell's Couch, a call-in radio show. He's going to be out of town Friday night and asked me if I would cover for him.
I've never heard of this radio show.
Well, it's on AM radio from 10 to 1, and, people call in with problems, and he tries to give them advice on the air, and it's,
So he's a therapist, too?
He's a therapist, but, he's in show business, and
Because he's a radio personality?
Yeah.
That's not show business.
Well, he's on
the fringe.
The fringe of show business, yeah.
So he's asked you?
Yeah, he thought I would do a good job hosting the show one night.
Does he know you well?
Yeah.
I mean, because you're the last guy I would picture being on a radio show. I wouldn't.
Well, now why has that been?
People who are on the radio have they're experienced. It's broadcasting.
Ben, what's the big deal? Somebody will call up with a problem, and I'll either help them or not.
I don't like the idea of those shows anyway. That people call in with their problems.
Yeah.
The calls that come in are all those, they're all those. It's just a gimmick. It's a scam.
I think you can get genuine help on the air. I think it's just a coincidence, but I think it could happen.
But also, Dad, you also have to be very careful because radio attracts a fringe audience.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Don't piss off the skinheads. Right. Okay. I'm writing that in my hand right now. Don't piss off the skinheads. In fact, Ben, maybe you would like to come down and see how one of these things is thrown together, these shows.
I have been to a radio station.
Yeah.
And
but I would.
But I've never seen the show actually taped. I bet it's really exciting to see a guy sitting there behind a mic
taking the phone call.
Yeah.
You're being sarcastic, Ben, but what you're not seeing is the hundreds and thousands and possibly millions of people glued to the radio listening, clinging to my every word.
Yeah, it's not the 40s. People are watching TV now. You're not FDR. People aren't tuning in, especially to hear your radio show. There might be like 40 people listening. All very sad.
My hands are sweating so much that don't came off the don't piss off the skinheads. It just says piss off the skinheads now. Well, now I'm screwed. I'm screwed. Hey, Laura, guess what?
What?
A colleague of mine asked me, this guy, Carlton Campbell, if I would host his radio show Friday night. He has a call-in radio show, and this is the weird part. I said yes.
Really?
It's on from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m.
Oh, that's a good time slot.
Well, I guess that's when people are sort of more reflective and pensive and home.
Right.
And I thought it might be fun if you come down with me to the station.
Well, why?
Well, we could do, you could screen the calls. We could do a little banter maybe on the air. You look great today. Oh, stop. Might be fun.
I don't know.
I'll say things to you like, is the caller there, Laura?
Yes.
Thank you. Put him through.
Okay.
How's it going out there?
Good.
And things like that.
I can do that.
Yeah, you could be my producer.
I like that.
There'll be products to plug, and you could...
Well, do you think it's ethical for a therapist to be pushing products on people?
Ethical?
I look at some of these guys, these athletes, and when they let themselves go, the body, it's... Do you remember Buster Douglas? Remember?
Yes, I do. The boxer.
Well, he beat Mike Tyson, remember?
Right.
And then I see him, he fights Evander Holyfield. He had like a beer belly, and he had like those big Buddha tits. I mean, his nipples are pointing straight to the ground. Isn't that a bad sign? I'm not a boxing expert or a nipple expert. But when you're about to climb into the ring against a world-class heavyweight, your nipples better be kind of perky, you know what I mean? You better have like 2 little rigid raisinets jetting out of your chest. That's all I'm saying.
I couldn't agree more.
I love my uncle. Bad kisser, but a good guy.
This is Aunt Yola's husband?
Yeah, my Uncle Tony.
Yeah.
He was a guy that, he hated everybody. He hated Julius Erving. He hated the doctor. He said, the doctor, what the hell did he ever cure? He said he was the doctor of my ass. That's what he was a doctor of. And I always try to get that image out of my mind of Julius Erving working on my uncle's ass.
Hey, now, I wish you wouldn't bring food into my office. That's not fair to me or to the other patients.
Doc, you know I have low blood sugar. The reason I eat like this is so that I won't get anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
You want half of this?
What is that?
It's good. Don't bite where I bit.
Why not? What's wrong with where you bit?
Because I'm going to cut out where you bit. Because you got like a thing that looks like it's happening on your lip. I don't want it happening on my lip. Well, looks like a sore. Here, taste that.
That is delicious.
Yeah.
Yes. But you know what?
I guess you're allowed to eat then, as long as it's delicious.
Tom, look, you're getting food on the couch, you're getting food on the floor. You know, this is... Well, let's just finish this, and then we'll get back to work.
All right.
Hey, Todd, keep it down.
Ben!
You want to wake the customers.
I know. I never greet you with any enthusiasm. I just thought I should start doing it. Ben!
It's like a spiritual
Yeah.
you're doing, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Todd,
Yes.
my dad is filling in for this talk radio show on, I think it's AM 620.
I love talk radio.
Do you know Campbell's Couch? Do you know that?
Yeah.
You do?
Is it Campbell's Couch? The
therapist.
Yeah, the radio therapy over the phone thing, yeah.
That's right. You call in. You
call in.
Well, my dad is going to do it.
Oh, that's a good thing to do, man.
It is.
You should be proud of that as a therapist.
Well, Campbell, apparently, a lot of people listen to that show.
It's like therapy without all the privacy.
Well, that's right, because you're trying to help more people than just the person.
Privacy always stops a person from really letting their problems pour out.
I'm saying Campbell provides a free service. People call in. They don't have to pay for therapy. But I'm a little worried that my dad is not going to get a lot of callers because, he's a fill-in. It's like having a substitute teacher. Nobody pays attention.
Yeah.
So I'm soliciting people to call.
Really?
On Friday. So here's the number.
You want me to call on Friday?
Well, I wouldn't mind. Yeah.
Yeah, but I what am I going to call? I got, I'm normal. I got nothing. Problem-wise, I got nothing going on.
Really?
No. I don't have any problems.
Well, Todd, that is a problem.
Why don't you call?
Oh, I'm gonna. But I want other people to call because I don't want my dad to look dumb on the air. I don't want to.
How's he going to look if I call? Well, hi, I'm normal, but your son told me to call?
Well, Todd, maybe if you call up and say you're normal, he could find out, what's really behind that.
Behind my normalcy?
Well, I don't think you're normal.
Really?
Yeah.
I've had very few, especially as an adult, I've had very few problems.
Really?
Just, a few childhood traumas, but we don't need to talk about them anymore.
Well, maybe you do. Maybe they're still eating at you. What happened when you were a child?
There was a bad birthday party when I was 6.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How bad?
My parents hired a clown to entertain 10 kids.
Oh, one of those bad clown stories where the guy showed up drunk?
No, he was great until the heart attack.
Uh-huh.
All of us kids thought it was part of the show. We were still dancing and singing Here We Go Round the Mulberry Bush. My father did CPR on the guy.
That's a pretty funny sight. CPR on a clown.
I laugh about it now.
Dr. Katz?
Ben?
I think my man is cheating on me.
Ben, I know what you're trying to do, and I appreciate...
Dr. Katz, stop calling me Ben. My name is Benna.
Okay. Now, is this your husband or your boyfriend?
Just my boyfriend. He's supposed to be coming home every night, but 3 nights a week. I don't know where he is.
This is just 3 nights out of the week?
You did not do well, Dad.
Well, Ben, first of all, you can't just call me out of the blue. You got to give me some warning. Try it again. And
Let's try it again.
Okay.
So I have to call back, or do you want me to just...
No, call me back. Hello, is the caller there?
Dr. Katz?
What can I do for you? This is Dr. Katz, sitting in for Carlton Campbell on Campbell's couch.
Jeez.
That's great, Dad. That gets it off on the right foot.
You like to know who
You should tell them right away. I'm filling in. I'm not qualified at all.
Well, that's not... That's only in your mind, that suggestion.
You should just...
Dad, that you're not a therapist and you're not qualified, you're just a friend of Carlton's.
I'm
fixing Carlton's couch.
Stop by. And he wasn't here, so I did the show.
So, Julie, what I would like you to do is to try and just to close your eyes, get comfortable, and try to think of your earliest childhood memory.
My earliest childhood memory?
Yeah. Okay, why don't we just shift gears and just anything that pops into your head. You can talk about your parents. You can talk about your...
I went to see my mother. She's walking around her house with a screw, looking at everything in the whole house.
And you have no idea why.
No. I followed her around, and I'm like, what are you doing? She said, Julie, I think this is falling out of something.
Yeah. So being tall has always been an issue for you.
I've always been really tall. When I was in first grade, I was 5 feet tall.
Wow.
The teachers had to always stop the other little kids from playing Gulliver with me out in the playground. I can't help it, I'm a giant behemoth child. I always wanted to be a ballerina, but I can't be a ballerina because they don't make toe shoes in size 11. Well, they do, but they call them boots.
Right.
I go into shoe stores all the time, and I'll say to them, I'd like this shoe in a size 11. They'll be in the back wetting themselves with laughter. They'll come out, how about a 5 and a 6? We'll staple them together.
But, you know, he does it on the air, so he sort of crossed the lines between therapy and show business.
Oh. And it's not just entertainment. These people are really calling in with their problems?
Well, it's pretty entertaining.
Doesn't that seem a little strange?
Yeah.
People would call up and do that?
It does, but he asked me, he has to go to a wedding, and he asked me if I would cover for him.
Oh.
And, you know, I'll take calls.
Uh-huh.
So, but this is new for you. You're going to, like, solve people's problems, like, on a 10-minute phone call. That's...
Well, I don't think anyone calls up with that expectation.
Yeah.
What do they call for?
But aside from that, I would love it if you guys would listen. And if no one else is calling in, if you could just call in and pretend to be...
you call in like a
guy with a problem. Just
like a setup? Just call in like...
I don't know.
Well, because, you know, I don't... Otherwise, there's just dead air time, and I have to talk. And you guys know what that's like. Julie, why don't you try placing one call?
Can you make things up?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Anything.
Is the caller there?
Yeah, hi.
Hi, what can I do for you? This is Dr. Katz, sitting in for Dr. Campbell on Campbell's couch.
I feel a little silly doing this, actually.
That's okay. Everyone feels silly the first time.
Well, I have this thing where I'm sort of afraid to go out of my house.
Silly. Okay, so Laura, just give me the cue, and as soon as you give me the signal, I will,
Okay, well, all right. Ready? Go.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dr. Jonathan Katz sitting in for Carlton Campbell. I will be filling in for Carlton tonight, and we'll be taking calls, and the lines are open now, and we're going to be here until 1 in the morning, so call in, and you can confide in me the same way you can confide in Carlton. We have the same kind of training, the same approach to therapy. And also with me here tonight is my wonderful co-producer, the very lovely and talented young Laura.
Co-producer?
Laura, you're on the air. How are you?
Fine.
Any calls coming in?
Nope.
Well, it's interesting that you mention that, because that's one of the things about the radio and phone calls. I always wonder what happens when no one calls in.
Well, you're living it.
I guess my wondering days are over. But guess who's living it with me?
Me?
My charming co-host.
Co-host?
Yeah. All of our phone lines are open, so please call in.
All of them are open.
Anything you want to talk about, we're open. We're taking all calls. I am a professional psychotherapist, and I'll be taking calls about any range of emotional problems, personal problems.
Dr. Katz, we got our first call.
Oh, that's great. Hello, is the caller there?
Yes, hello.
Yes.
Where's Dr. Campbell?
Dr. Campbell is not here tonight. Can I help you? This is Dr. Katz. I'm sitting in for Dr. Campbell. What can I do for you tonight?
Yes, I'd like to speak to Dr. Campbell.
Yeah, Dr. Campbell's not here tonight.
Oh.
Dr. Campbell will be back on Monday night.
Okay, bye-bye.
Oh,
I guess he has a very loyal following, Dr. Campbell. You know, people...
Hi, Campbell's Couch with Dr. Katz. What would you like to talk about?
Laura.
Ben?
Hey.
Hi.
Listen, get me on. I got a good one.
Ben, this isn't a joke. This is a radio show. We're trying to do a show
I've been
here.
driving around listening to the show. It's a joke.
It's going okay.
No, you've had one call.
Well, we've had a
Two
lot
calls.
of calls.
And they're all asking for Dr. Campbell. My dad is eating it. Now let me get on there. I can save this thing.
I don't think it's a good idea, Ben.
Laura, I'm telling you, you guys are in deep trouble.
All right.
Patch me in.
Dr. Katz?
Hi, is the caller there?
Your show sucks!
Oh.
Where are you calling from?
You suck!
Because it sounds like you're...
Oh, man!
I can barely understand what you're saying, but it sounds
You
like...
suck!
Like you're not enjoying the show.
Bye-bye!
Okay.
Bye-bye, you suck!
Folks, sometimes when people call in, they're angry, they're hostile, and sometimes it's just because a lot of what they hear is too painful. Let me just apologize to my listeners for that rude interruption that happens sometimes.
Dr. Katz, we got another call.
Is the caller there?
Hey, good show so far, Dr. Katz.
Thank you very much. I'm new at this, so...
No.
Okay, you put another call through. Yes, is the caller there?
Yes, I'm here. How you doing?
I'm okay. What's your name, sir?
Name's Ben.
Ben, what can I do for you tonight?
I am,
Man, I'm winded.
Hey, Dad.
Hello, Ben.
How you doing?
Good.
It's a huge window. This whole thing is wide open, huh?
There is an elevator.
Really?
Yeah.
Why did I take the stairs, then?
Because you didn't see the elevator, I guess.
I just did 14 stories.
Did you see Laura out there?
Is this all on the air?
Yeah, we're on the air. This is my son Ben I'm talking to, folks.
Hey, everybody.
And this is not exactly therapy. It's not really entertaining, but it is live.
Dr. Katz is a real call. It's not Ben.
Because I'm right here.
Okay, hi. This is Dr. Katz. Is the caller there?
That's me, actually. I'm on the cell phone.
Oh.
Yeah. But take it. I mean, why not?
Give me the phone.
Sorry, Dad.
Yeah.
At this point? Because nobody's calling in? Maybe what we should do is turn it around. Maybe you should call out.
Oh, we call them?
Yes. There's a twist.
Yeah, it doesn't really work that way, Ben. I mean, it's totally inappropriate, but I think maybe not such a bad idea. Okay, Laura, place the call. See who's home. Here's my book of patients.
All right.
See if we can catch someone in.
Hello?
Tom, did I wake you up?
No, it's all right. I was just looking at the back of my eyes for about 6 hours.
First of all, I hate to call you at home.
No, it's no problem.
Okay, but you're on the air.
Who is this?
This is Dr. Katz, and we're on the air live.
My Dr. Katz?
That's right.
You're calling me?
I'm calling you because I'm hosting a radio show called Campbell's Couch. And, I thought it would be interesting for the audience to hear the voice of an actual patient. And to hear the sound of therapy. People... Give them some of the other sounds. Because people who've never experienced therapy, they put it in this box in their mind.
You're gonna what?
Well, I learned a very interesting lesson tonight.
Well, Dad, you're like, you know what? It's 1 a.m. and you've just had a bad radio show for 3 hours. It's late and you're a little loopy.
That was the lesson I learned.
Yeah. You should do a morning show.
I don't think that I'm cut out to speak into a microphone,
Well, you definitely shouldn't be doing late night radio.
Right.
Yeah.
Because, I'm not good under that kind of pressure being on the spot.
Yeah.
And some of these people really needed help.
Laura, you were good.
Yeah, Laura, you did a great job.
Thank you.
You have nothing to be ashamed of. And Ben, you kicked in nicely, too, I thought.
Well, I mean, once I found the studio, I think I really saved the show.
Yeah.
Right, Laura?
Well,
when did the ratings come out?
We check the papers tomorrow.
See if it's still on the air.
Yeah, well, there'll be a big article about your show tomorrow.
I'd be curious to see how, what's the guy who's on after me?
Oh,
Father O'Sullivan.
Yeah,
I'm curious to see how he does tonight. I wonder if he can follow my show,
Maybe we should call Father O'Sullivan now.
Ask for forgiveness. I hope that I haven't cheapened what I do in any way.
Oh, you definitely have.
Okay. Let me hope for something else then. I hope nobody get hurt.
I also went out to the Grand Canyon, which was a really good time, except I wanted to take that Brady Bunch burro ride down to the bottom of the canyon, but I couldn't because there was a weight requirement for the burro, which I exceeded, which totally bummed me out, that I flew 2,000 miles and I'm too fat to ride a beast of burden.
And I hate ventriloquists. I hate that is the stupidest thing I've ever seen, a ventriloquist. And you know what bothers me, Doc, that really is the people that get mad at the dummy.
Right.
How stupid are they that they're like, that dummy, boy, that dummy's got a foul mouth. This is that. And they watch the dummy and they go, the ventriloquist seems like a nice guy. Couldn't he get a nicer dummy? I mean, ventriloquists never get women. Never, ever get women. You never hear a woman goes, I went back to this ventriloquist house the other night, and he had me on the bed, and he had like a Spanish voice coming out of my butt. It was incredible. They disgust me. You like them?
No, I don't really enjoy ventriloquists. I think
And I have never laughed at a clown. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
It's all right.
I just feeling it today, Doc. I feel a lot of anger towards performance artists.
You've never laughed at a clown.
I never laughed at a clown. I don't think clowns are funny. I don't know anybody who goes, "Did you see that clown? He was killing me with that thing with the horn and the pie. Boy, is he funny." Imagine the wife of a clown. You're trying to hide yourself in a new neighborhood. You're moving. What's your husband do? I don't want to talk about. What's he do? He's an entertainer. What's he do? All right, he's a clown. He's a friggin' clown. You know what it's like ironing those hoop pants every night? You know what it's like rinsing out that spongy red nose? I can't get his shoes under the bed. Hardy har.
Whoops. You know what the music means? Then we're going to have to stop. Our time is up. We really need to wrap this up.
I'm just glad I have a therapist that says, "Oops." What's that?
Whoa. Oh, hey.
Works every week.
Yeah.